This is one of the racing games of all time. We're just gonna warm up real quick. In my super awesome mega car. This looks like something like a 5-year-old would draw. Damn. I mean, this game kind of just, like, came out. It was a very odd time for Sonic. Nothing was happening. And all of a sudden, Sega's like, here, have this. And then they just kind of flopped it on the table there. And then it was never heard from again. It was honestly super strange. Like this, I remember this game. Like this game had like the usual Sonic like hype cycle from Sega, and then it just stopped, and they just never said anything about it ever again. Now I remember I released this game was kind of there's so many clips on Twitter of this game just fucking breaking, especially with the flipping car tricks and shit, which is very odd because that's not a new mechanic. That was in All-Stars Racing Transformed, the same company. Now, one thing I will say, just absolute positive about this game is that it just looks fantastic. The lighting and stuff it actually just looks very, very good. I mean, just look at the environments and stuff and how like bright and I just really like this lighting. Also, the music for this game is very hit or miss for me, but when it hits, like right now, this is probably the best track in this game. Oh shit. Just about everybody forgot about this game. So of course that means we gotta check out its online multiplayer. Let's do quick play, see if we can find anyone. So far, not looking great. Oh shit! I mean, what did I expect? I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this game since like maybe like 2020. Okay, but I'm sure ranked team race. Come on, give it to me. Let's try out the story mode.
Wanna join us?
Sure. Knuckles and Tails and I got these weird invitations to meet somebody at the beach for some kind of race, but I've always got time for a chili dog.
Why does he look like that? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever played as a character other than Metal Sonic. It's, You know, as a general rule, the original tracks in this game. So many odd things about this game. Like, this is the last time I think the Chow were ever like in an official game, in any even remotely substantial capacity. Also, the last time we've heard Crush 40 do an original track. Also, for some reason, they use Reach for the Stars as his ultimate theme, which, I mean, okay. I'm gonna already sneezed. Now, this game is, I mean, it's kind of hard to make a kart racing Sonic game not fun, but this game, I do find it pretty fun. It's just very lacking. That's just the one problem. It's just kind of lacking in, like, so many areas. There's, like, like 12 characters in total. Only 5 themes for tracks. It's very kind of anemic kind of racing game. Like, I really wonder why they didn't just make a sequel to All-Stars Racing Transformed. See, like, Sonic's render looks completely fine, but then, like, his in-game portrait just looks... Let's try Expert, because I hate myself. Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess technically there's 7 themes. I mean, I haven't unlocked this one yet, just because I have zero interest in playing the story mode. First of all, these are basically, like, the same track. Like, literally, these feel the exact same. There's, like, no difference thematically. Not to mention, some of these are just reusing older tracks from older Sumo Digital. Fuck. This is from the original Sonic and All-Stars Racing. This is from Sonic and... Oh, but they keep changing... Okay. A quick rant. It used to be Sega Superstars, and that made sense. Sega Superstars Tennis. Then it became Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. And then it was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform. And that is infinitely worse to say. It's so much more confusing. I can't even, I guess they needed to have Sonic in there, but, like, he's already on the box, so, like, it doesn't matter. Like, people don't read, like, come on. Oh yeah, Zavok's in this game. Like, why? Why was Zav? Okay. Second quick rant of the video. Well, why, like, what was Sega's just adoration of Zavok about? Like, literally, for like fucking, like 8 years, this guy was just everywhere. Also, the music for this track is really good as well. The original stuff is just really good. And then the remix stuff is, I mean, it's alright, but it just feels a little bit too, I don't know, like Monster Cat kind of shit, you know? Like, it's very abrasive. You know, it's a shame, because I really do like the team element. The whole, you kind of have to drive in line, and oh my god, someone just like blew up their engine outside. Like, I don't doubt this was rushed. First of all, because it's Sega, and that just seems to be their MO, but also just because, I mean, when you think about it, this was definitely just commissioned from Sumo Digital, because there was just fucking nothing going on. Like, Frontiers was like restarting development for like the, whatever, 40 millionth time by now, and Forces did pretty poorly review-wise. The Goodwill of Mania was running out. They needed something. I almost did it too. I think the only thing that has any cultural relevance anymore in the Sonic community that came out of this game was Team Sonic Racing Overdrive. And even in only that one like frame of Eggman. Also, another weird thing about this game, it's kind of hard. Like most racing games, when you're racing against I was about to call them the NPCs. No, the computer. They're pretty bad. Here, it's like they're like second place is almost always literal like seconds behind you. It's crazy. Also, how come you can only get new parts from a literal like slot machine? I don't get, like, why was this the way they did it? That looks horrible. Yeah, I mean, you can customize. I mean, this is kind of cool. It lets you have complete eyesores like this, which is amazing. Let's trick out Vector's car. Now this is a car. Every time I look at it, it gets worse. We're gonna use her equally shitty looking car. Yeah, there really isn't a whole lot to do in this game. I'm just realizing there's exhibition races, time trials, a kind of shitty mission-based story mode, and then a dead online mode. And there's like 12 characters and like 20 tracks to experience it all. What a game. This is really just like a big wasted opportunity. Like, it's Sonic. There's so many locations and characters you could use, and they just didn't. It's kind of just what it was like back then. That's really like a good way to just characterize that entire era. It was like 5 years between Forces and Frontier. It's just very, very little. Watch this, watch this, watch this. I mean, there's a lot of charm in this game. You know, the character interactions I think are really cool, like mid-race and stuff. It's just like so many like cool kind of unique ideas, and then they just, but it's like wrapped up in like a fucking cardboard box, you know what I mean? Like there's just not enough. Why, and again, why is Zavok in this game? I keep like forgetting he's here, and then like, oh yeah, why is he here? Like, no, you can think of like another villain. What are my stats? Let me see my stats. Online rank. You know what? Let me upgrade my online rank right now. I bet in like the fucking like 15 minutes I've been playing, someone is here.